time to take down all of the birthday decorations in Conversation Castle.
Happy birthday, Hunter.
That was
Happy
Rats.
birthday.
We are the rats.
2 days ago.
Happy birthday anyways.
Yeah, I got at everybody last week, and I said, it's my birthday, and I want to play D&D. And we're missing 2 people.
I had the birthday skeleton planned beforehand.
I put my foot down, and I said, give
Honestly,
me mapping responsibilities.
honestly, I was expecting Times New Roman to show up.
Yeah, he was actually an option to show up depending on which way you would have went.
Damn.
Dang it.
Yeah, but no.
I honestly
It's a-
thought he was gonna be like the sewer wizard.
Nope.
I
Aw.
mean, you don't know.
Then the Rat King showed up, and then I remembered that the Rat King is a sewer-based magic caster, and I'm like, hang on, nope, he's not the sewer wizard.
He doesn't even remember he is.
There is
Or
a
he
guy
could be
down
one.
there. There is a guy that I left down there, though.
Wait, in the sewer? What?
Yeah. Well, okay, I was putting the walls in for the sewer, and I needed a guy to test all the walls. So I put in a guy named Gary.
That's where Gary came from. I actually grabbed Gary and used him on a different map as well.
Wait,
So that's Sewer Gary?
wait, is that why Dante knows who Gary is?
think he's on more than one map, too.
Oh no.
Yeah, strangely enough.
I needed a guy to test the vision, because, like, if you could see the pipes that I placed inside of the walls down there, I've built the walls wrong.
Now you understand why I needed the Grand Weaver, because the Grand Weaver is exactly what you did, except they have true sight for like 1,000 feet or some bullshit. So
Nah.
Right, anyway, that map is next week. I did make this map, too. This was originally called the Golden Dragon's Head. What did you call it?
the Restful Respite,
Yeah,
think.
right.
something like that. I don't remember.
There's been some changes.
So, yeah, like, there's a reason that I removed the golden dragon head from the wall,
Yeah,
because that's an extremely evil thing to have there.
Why?
Golden dragons are lawful good.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay. Right.
Like, if you meet a golden dragon, like, they help save the world on an average
In
basis.
fact, wasn't the
Right,
guy
then the
wasn't there
next
technically
one
a
is-
golden dragon who died at the beginning?
Okay, the next one's gonna be called the Green Dragon's Head.
Yeah, so the, what is it? The Restful Respite Inn, by the way, everyone inside that tavern, those main people, all of them have names, and once again, we managed to get by without saying any of them. Nope, I'm fine with that, honestly. Also, the person that I expected to not interact with anyone was the one who only did the talking.
The piano guy.
No, he doesn't play the piano.
Oh,
Yeah, he plays the lute.
this guy.
Hang on, I'm looking at my document. Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do not know their name.
Yeah, like originally there were some destroyed tables here, and I think there was some stuff in the back where the
Yeah.
stairs are now.
So, the reason that I needed to, like, clean up the tavern is because, like, this place was supposed to be boarded up, not destroyed. It's warded. So, the damage to it is actually very minimal.
Except the hole in the wall with the stove.
Yeah, you decided to put a hole in the wall there, and I just
Well,
didn't fix it.
I thought that it was like, really boarded up, but like we would come in here and it was like some survivor had been in here, but they're not here anymore, so...
No, this is where all the survivors are.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there were survivors, so they couldn't go in the front, so they blew a hole in the wall.
Nah. But I made a second floor, so...
Or the stove exploded. Yeah, like the addition of the second floor, that is entirely new. I noticed that you basically just took the floor plan of this one, put in some extra walls. They didn't bother to change the color of the corner up here.
What?
When you go
What?
you
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
change the
the
color of the floor.
Yeah, of course. Why would I?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. I also didn't put like any of the NPCs up here because this barrack room back here is that's where they put all the civilians who couldn't fight. So that room is totally closed, and I cannot open and close these doors. So I just said, "Fuck it, whatever."
It's whatever.
Yeah, it's not super important. So, how do I? Hang on. There's a way I can toggle some bullshit, but
Oh,
regardless.
there's a second piano.
Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah.
extension of that joke I said where we hear a crash from the upstairs followed by an ouch. The two of them land in these two chairs.
Probably. So, canonically, if something flies through the window, it can still fly through the window. It keeps monstrosities away. So,
Spooky.
How are we gonna get those two over here?
very carefully.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
They just teleport into the building for no discernible reason.
So yes. Anyway, there was silliness. I talked about those crystals a lot more than I thought I would. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have gone as in depth with that. But so also Eric, didn't you need us to be finished by like 11?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Wait, you're an hour ahead of us, aren't we? Aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Currently it's 11:39. So.
Okay, so how'd you feel about session? Questions, comments, concerns?
It was fine. There wasn't much to it since we didn't have everybody here and we couldn't do the sewer bit, so it was fine. I actually liked that I actually interacted with people. That was nice.
We're gonna be
That
riding
was
those
really
sewers.
just covering my anxiety. So, and I just realized, oh, these people are currently probably the best people I could use my food and water spill on, since they aren't exactly leaving the building anytime soon. So.
Yep. So, yeah, that's why they gave you the reward. Legitimately, there's a mission of going out and finding food for them, and it's just like, oh, you can just fucking make it? Whatever, fuck that mission.
Yeah,
Thrown out immediately.
You did it. Congrats. You're cool.
The party
Yep,
outsmarts
congratulations.
DM yet again.
So, anyway, so yeah, it wasn't supposed to be a, like, this session was supposed to be short. We touched on a couple of things, and you could have like chosen the Roma streets. There's a couple of random encounters that you can bump into, and a lot of monsters that you can potentially fight. But yeah, so like once you find a sewer guy, everything will make a little bit more sense.
Are we
because
actually gonna take full advantage of those sewers? Because
I am aiming to, but at the same time, like, so here's the problem with the sewer maps that you handed me.
yeah,
So like, the one that is basically a maze, like.
before you go any further, just to put everyone's worries aside, they're maze-like, but not that bad.
Yeah,
this
it's
is not a repeat of the castle.
Yeah, so
It is not the RNG hell.
Yeah, like it.
No.
If you go up, you're going the right way, basically.
Yeah, it's like, imagine if they are more or less like kind of rooms, and it's not really dungeon exploration. Maybe I need to figure out what to do with these to make it work.
But we're gonna get encounters and stuff, right?
There's at least going to be one encounter.
Okay.
I could say that much. I'm gonna find something to. We might not be able to use all of the map,
That's
but
fine.
yeah,
I designed them in a way where you can do whatever you want with it. You don't have to
Mhm.
use the whole thing, but what you have is yours to do with as you see fit.
Yeah. Also, my friend who is going to be a co-map maker, he made a map. It got uploaded to Incarnate, and then I looked at it. I'm like, oh no, this looks very violently different from Incarnate because he used Dungeon Draft instead. And like half of my ideas didn't even make it in, and it just
May I
like
see it?
yeah, go for it.
Is it under the Hunter Don't Look?
No, I don't think. I think it's just under maps.
Maps.
Uh,
Maps. We are the maps.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like. I'm probably just gonna redo most of it, but he like actually put to paper what I kind of needed, but at the same time, like
I don't see it.
it might have gotten deleted. I'm not entirely certain, but
It's not a big deal.
yeah, it's like I feel really bad because he spent 2 hours making this, and then I'm just like, I don't know if I can actually use this. And I told him that, and he's like, it's whatever. And I'm like, let's just stick to, because I thought Dungeon Draft was going to be like a really quality program, but it's like visibly very different from Incarnate and looks a lot worse. It very much looks like it's made to be slapdash. Here's a map. Here you go. Which, if he knew from start to finish what he was going to throw down, he probably could have cranked that map out in like half an hour or so. Like he did it during his lunch and during work. So like,
you also have to pay for Dungeon Draft.
You have to pay for Incarnate as well. So
yeah, but I like Incarnate a lot better.
Like Incarnate takes a lot more time but looks better, and Dungeon Draft, like I said, you can slapdash something together in like half an hour and it does the job. At the same time, you can fucking do the exact same thing on Roll20, which could be a decent middle ground, and Roll20 you can play on this map that you can fucking move shit around on. Like, yeah, Eric and B have seen me work with Roll20, and it just helps that I, started with Roll20, and I'm sure that there are a lot of features with Foundry that I'm just like not using, but I'm not seeing like dungeon creation tools in Foundry. It is like you place down your dungeon mat and then you make the walls and yada yada around it instead of being able to like grab a crate asset and set it down on the ground. And if you want to move the crate, you can go to the map layer and move the crate. Like, that's what I'm not seeing in Foundry that Roll20 has. And it makes it like, if you're in a tavern and you want to fucking pick up and throw the fucking table, you can go to the map layer, grab that table, and throw it across the fucking screen. Or you can make it a token and give the player permission to use it. And
I know. We did something like that in Roan, actually.
That's kind of the thing that I'm used to, and it's such a hard like adjustment for me. So it's just like, I want to do this thing with this thing right here on the map that I can visibly see, and I'm like, cool. I can't like we can scribble this shit out, like what we did with the fucking plant. Like, we scribbled out the plant because I can't do anything with it. I can't go to the map layer. There's no map layer. So I think, yeah, there's fucking tile controls, but it doesn't. I might be doing something wrong, but at least from what I saw, it's whatever.
You can make it a token that you can pick up and move.
Yeah, I've done shit like that, and I have an extremely cluttered actor library or actor directory. So I have so many folders and then subfolders and then things that I still need to create and put into folders, and there's just a lot that I still need to do, and we haven't had a session, and depression's been a bitch. So regardless. That being said, yeah, any like comments or improvements that you'd be able to suggest, Eric, to have a better next session?
I'm not really sure.
Okay, fair enough.
It's just a case of it's an okay session. There wasn't much to it because there wasn't supposed to be much to it. So yeah.
Yeah, I gave you a little bit to poke around, and like you could have gotten into a fight if you wanted. I expected there to be a fight this session, but then things kind of changed, so I had to change everything. So, anyway, with that, if there's nothing further, you're good to go if you want, or you can stick around for additional discussion.
Okay, see ya.
Bye. So, B, if you're still here, how do you feel about session questions, comments, concerns? I don't think B's here, actually. B.
Nope.
Here, I'm just muted for some reason.
I'll leave it.
I didn't say anything, but I had fun.
Okay, hang on. What'd you say, Eric?
I'll stay for a little bit longer since.
Oh, all right.
Whoa. I had fun this session. It was, noticeably short, but that's like just the result of, well, we actually managed to find the one path that has nothing leading to it.
Yeah, you managed to like beeline it down the main quest line. I'm like, oh shit, you actually fucking did it, guys.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh yeah, no, they're probably not gonna get super deep into this, and I like legitimately you would have empty maps to kind of fuck around in, and I'm like, I can kind of theater of the minded or place you down or do something, but it would be better if I actually just worked on it. This was supposed to be a like little bit of a touch before we actually get the full party in.
Yeah, we basically
you're
did
entering
that.
the dungeon. This is the beginning of one of the dungeons, and
Yeah.
So one thing that I am gonna just outright say is I am truncating the shit out of the dungeons. Some people have voiced their concerns for how long this arc has taken, and so I'm just like
Guilty.
nixing most of this mega dungeon and just turning it into like smaller, shorter dungeons that you can quick get through, and then get to the final boss fight, and then that'll be that. So
Down with that.
yep. And anticipate things kind of schmooping a little bit faster. Also, a question, when was the last time you guys leveled up again? It was like before you went towards her, right?
It
I
was.
think so, right?
I don't even remember the last time we leveled up.
Give me a second and I'll find it for you.
We didn't level up during the Hatra fight. I don't think we leveled up during the fight with a bunch of orcs.
No, I'm pretty sure it was back in. It was either back in town or.
I'm currently drawing up blanks.
I'm pulling up episodes of Conversation Castle.
Open version history.
Let me see. Episode 18, Orvid's Departure. Episode 19, they made a new character in a week. Episode 20, Sandra's Traumatic Escapade. 21, King of the Orcs. What the fuck?
Last time we leveled up, I am going through the files. Oh wow, we haven't leveled up in some time.
I know it's been a little bit.
We leveled up.
Hang on, what did I get last level?
I am going through this version history.
You know what? It was before the side thing.
It was.
It might have been right before the side thing, actually.
We last leveled up on March 31st. Almost 5 months ago.
The magic of
4 months. You
planning.
can't count the months that we were off.
Oh, that's technically true, but still, like 4 to 5 months. Still, very long time ago.
Yeah, so
I'd say let's do this dungeon first and then level up.
Yeah.
that's kind of the plan, but
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
And thank you, Google, for actually having a way to check which version all the versions I've had of my D&D sheet. That's actually nice.
Yeah, helpful.
Pulling up Ranger Revised, trying to figure out. Oh, I get Fleet of Hoof, which is exactly like
Congrats.
Fleet of Foot, with a
Oof.
different name.
You can actually see what my level 8 cleric is. Level 8. Ability score improvement. Destroy undead.
Yeah, everyone gets the ability score
And
improvement,
I
I
get
think.
another knowledge domain feature. I need to see the knowledge domain. Destroying. I don't know if this actually has the knowledge domain listed.
Level 9, I don't get shit.
No, it does not.
Ugh. Just some new level 3 spells. Ugh.
I'll have to look at that.
Level 9, I also
So we're
get
not leveling
crap
up right now,
with
right?
them.
Or
No.
No.
okay, just making sure. It's like,
Yeah,
huh.
we're thinking after the sewer,
Hmm.
because it has been a while.
Yep. So, you're like, anyway, we should get back to the initial thing. B, how'd you feel about session? Questions, comments, concerns?
This is good. I had fun. It's a short
Good.
session, but that's just how the nature of this one is when everyone's kind of out.
Oh,
Plus,
crap.
we get the we beeline the path to. Oh gosh, we had a good birthday rap moment. If I seemed distracted, it was because I had a lot of coming and going in my room. So like,
Wait,
You're cool.
but it was good.
no,
I look
divine-
forward to the sewers whenever they get done.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted another sewer moment for some reason. I don't know why.
Why?
The
Sewers excited me.
so
That's the thing, too. He said, I need a sewer map, and I'm like, oh no.
Oh no,
Not again.
not again.
Do the first one. He's like, I need 3, actually.
Oh, crap.
I'm not gonna spoil
I
too
love what I
much.
see of level 8. It makes my, whatchamacallit spell even better. What was it?
I'm not
It
gonna spoil too
was-
much.
Oh, yeah,
But
it
I
makes my
will
Tool
say
of
that
the
there
Dead
are 3
stronger.
of them, and you guys are going to like the 3rd one.
Where my Tool of the Dead also I get to add in an extra damage modifier depending on my wisdom modifier, so that's nice.
Hey,
And Blessed Strikes. 8th level cleric optional.
Oh, yeah, I tried to
which
give
will
Bree some
replace the
spells
potent spellcaster.
based on what level 3 would get for warlocks, so 3 should be happy now.
Oh, I see. If I take the Blessed Strikes instead, my cantrips or weapon attacks will also deal an extra 1d8 radiant damage to that creature. Okay, that's actually very nice. So, well, guess my wisdom modifier is. Oh, but it's gonna be useful actually. Okay, sorry, talk too much.
That's okay.
You're fine.
So, Hunter, how'd you feel about session? Questions, comments, concerns?
Well, it's good to be back. Was certainly not expecting the goddamn rats, even though we made a sewer map.
A return character.
Well, I thought they were dead, in all honesty. I thought this was like
I
a
mean, so
minor
did the
faction
Rat
that...
King, but here,
I thought this was like a
is.
stupid little minor faction that we would deal with once and then blow them up.
That was your. That's where you thought wrong.
Yeah,
The Rat King
apparently.
always
That was
finds
what I
a
was
way.
hoping would happen, and it did not. Kind of would have liked to have the rest of the party with us, but it didn't happen. I am very curious how they're gonna show up. Like that's the part that's killing me, is how we're gonna get them here.
Hmm.
They'll be away.
Well, I'm thinking they might just end up running here, full sprint.
Google's when the hell would Dimension Door be a thing? Probably never for my levels.
We got catapults, right?
Yeah.
They
They're
just
just
get
gonna-
catapulted in. They fall
Not-
through the
Not
ceiling.
if you want them to be alive.
Oh, you have to see with that one. Okay, never mind.
With what, the catapult?
No, a Dimension Door.
Oh.
No, you don't.
Oh, well, it says here, you teleport yourself from any other from what your current location to any other spot within range.
Yep, just within range.
Yeah.
What is the
Oh,
range?
okay. You don't have to see it. You just gotta. Oh, okay. That's not so bad.
What is the range, though?
500 feet. So,
Mm,
depending on the situation, maybe bad.
How close are we to the wall?
I
You're
don't know.
relatively close.
Oh, like it's across the street?
Yeah,
Alright.
you're at the edge of the wall, like not
Right.
super deep in.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. I still think the cannon would be funny because we play enough Sea of Thieves for that.
Mhm.
Anyway, yeah, very interested in putting those, dragon arrows to use. Hopefully we'll have more of them when it finally comes time to fight, Mr. Cinders. But yeah, no, it's just good to be back, you know? I've missed this.
Ye-
Got to click roll for
Like,
perception.
earlier in the evening, Steve called me. I forget exactly what you said. It was something about importing the maps. And I was like, no, I haven't done that. And he was like, okay, can you import them, upload them, align the grid, and then wall all of them?
Yes,
And I'm like,
because it's a massive bitch and I hate it.
and I just look over and I'm like, okay, guys, we're going to end the stream a little bit early because I really want to do that.
Oh, you were streaming? I didn't know you were streaming.
No, it's fine. We'd already been streaming Tower of Fantasy for like 3 hours, and I was like, okay, guys, it's D&D night, and I'm gonna be honest, I really want to get back into D&D, so I'm gonna go do that.
Mhm.
Anyway, yeah, it's just good to be back, you know. It's been killing me with the whole absence.
So, yeah. So is there any closing thoughts or anything?
Yeah, the lack of a map guy has really not been helping.
So he did like I said, he did make me a map. It God, if I can.
You don't gotta go find it. I'll take your word for it.
No, I mean like he made a map and we're gonna be working on it. It's a work in progress, you know? But the well, like I'm just bad at making maps in general, so
I've noticed. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
but yeah, I don't know.
But like, I have noticed, like, when you make a map, it's like you knock that out in like an hour, maybe tops.
No, it takes a couple hours.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. No, that. Okay, maybe you are just bad at it.
Yeah.
Because, like, I knocked those sewer maps out in, like, 2 hours each.
Yeah, you can tell.
What do you mean you can tell?
You can obviously tell.
I worked hard on those.
It's saying I don't work hard on mines?
I'm sure you do, but I don't know. I'm trying not to sound insulting.
Yeah, it like it's how do I phrase this? Like, you definitely made maps, but you did not make dungeons. That's like, I gave you a really absurd task. Like, the tavern, yeah, you absolutely knocked that one out.
Yeah.
The sewer, on the other hand, is like, it's like I asked you to make something that's very absurd, and that wasn't fair of me.
What, 3 large sewer maps?
That aren't connected at all, and are like, the last one definitely looks like a like room that you'd have a battle in, and like, absolutely that works. The like, what you handed me for the other one, what is the purpose of, like, you can get from point A to point B, like, beginning to end, and like have half of the map unexplored.
I'll pull up the one on Incarnate. Where are you looking?
And let me actually, if I can,
Is this the first one or the second one?
the first one.
Okay. Well, for the bottom half there, it was more freedom on where you wanted the party to enter.
Fair enough.
Because, like, you can put us in on the bottom corner there, and, we'd be able to do something with the bottom corner.
Yeah, it's like, I was handed this, and I needed to figure out how to, I needed to figure out what exactly I was going to do with it, and it's, I don't know, one of those things. It'll be in due time.
Well, like, you're telling me that half of this map is useless, so what the hell was the... What was it called again? The Korlath Dungeon.
The Corlith dungeon, there was a lot of area to explore that a lot of it had like magic items in. Then again, a lot of it I just fucking purged because it was useless, and that was a fucking dungeon that Casey made.
I remember the episode of Conversation Castle. We cut an entire corner out of it.
Yep.
There's like this one path that leads to like 1/4 of the entire dungeon, and we're just like, there's a wall there now.
Yep.
You fucking cut through the thing. You chopped out a whole big portion of the maze. It's like, no, this just goes to the exit. Now we're done.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta cut the bullshit, and
Yeah, and in this, I gave you a lot of bullshit to play around with. Do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
Literally do whatever you want with it. You want to build a wall in here somewhere? Go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. This is your world, all right?
I mean, it's your world, but...
No, I have made it a point this time to not backseat DM this map. This one's all you. And if I've been doing that the whole time, I apologize.
Regardless,
But anyway, that's it for me.
But yeah, was there anything else that we wanted to ask, talk about, etc.?
Are we actually gonna try for next week?
Probably.
Everyone else, we have no excuse not to go now. Like, there is no excuse. Like, you'll probably have that dungeon knocked out by the end of the weekend.
Maybe, probably.
I don't know. Just, if you need it up over the weekend, let me know on Friday, because they're killing me with these work shifts.
Yeah, So, I will probably be messaging you. I need to actually get, like, the dungeon completed and etc., etc.
Encounters and loot and the like.
Yeah. I'm gonna have my co-DM assist me with actually making the dungeon itself, but yeah, it like I think everyone can be pretty excited that I'm just gonna fucking cut the bullshit. Like I've realized that I have a lot of bullshit, and I'm just like, no, I'm doing this wrong. So
Because, like, there's a bunch of other stuff that I feel that the party wants to do. Like, Nicholas, I think, wants to go back to Elvania because he's forgetting something. And at some point in there,
bold of you
Sandra...
to think it's in Albania.
What?
Bold of you to think it's in Albania.
I don't know. That'd be a good first place to look. And at some point while we're there, Sandra wants to try and get to Shurthor for a day or two. And I'm not sure about the rest of the party. Zach just seems to kind of wander.
Adventure.
Yeah,
That's kind of Zach.
you just seem to be on a crusade. Ideally, I'd like to get you to Wizard City to figure out what's going on with your unlimited knowledge, because...
There's literally no reason to go to Wizard City for that. Zach already knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, I think their brain is melting. I almost said he. I caught myself. You're welcome. I think their
Congrats,
brain is melting.
Basic courtesy.
I'm trying. But I think their brain is melting. I really think that you should find someone to have that looked at. Anyway, if it's all the same to you guys, I'm going to go ahead and bring this episode of Conversation Castle to an end.
Sure.
All right, fantastic. And I must remind myself to upload the previous one.